Gimbal Guy here, and I'm back with part 2 of the Q500 versus Solo challenge video. Thanks goes out to Carolina Drones, which has both of these aerial platforms for sale on their website. In part 2, I will be comparing the quad speeds with first a 40-yard dash and then with a 60-yard dash, just to make sure of the results. Then second, I will be comparing the return to home accuracy by starting the motors within 5 feet of said transmitter and flying each quad out about 75 yards, then engaging the RTH function and seeing the results of where the quads land. In the video, I'm flying a Q500 Plus, but this applies to all Typhoons. For the 4K is the same body, ESCs, and motors, just outfitted with a different camera, but I'm running the 4K firmware. So let's get to the challenge. We will start by taking each quad out approximately 120 feet while both quads are in rapid mode, and we begin the 40-yard dash challenge. I've also provided onboard footage as to reveal the true winner from the first-person perspective. And here we have both quads flying in full force, and the Solo wins by 1.5 seconds. So let's take another run at the 40-yard dash to make sure of our results. On this next pass, the Solo won by about a full second. And here we have the 60-yard dash. And once again, the Solo pulls out in front and takes the win, no questions asked. Second, we have the return to home challenge. So we will fire up the Solo and take her out about 75 yards, then engage the return to home. As I hit the RTH button on the transmitter, the Solo rises up in the air and begins its RTH mission. And as we also see, the Solo pretty much lands within inches of its initial takeoff position. Literally, within inches. Now let's proceed to take the Q500 out about 75 yards. And now, again, I will engage the RTH feature, and the Q500 also ascends before starting out on its RTH waypoint. As we see, the Q500 lands about 25 feet away from the transmitter due to the latest firmware and safety feature. Which, as we see here, it works, but doesn't come close to the Solo's RTH function. And let us repeat the challenge to make sure our results are accurate. And again, we have the same results, with the Q500 landing a tad bit closer this time, and the Solo returning amazingly to just about its takeoff point. So in conclusion, the Solo was definitely faster and won both the 40-yard and 60-yard dash challenges. Meaning Solo takes home the win in the speed category. And as for the return to home challenge, judging on distance and accuracy, Solo is spot on and consistent with its RTH, while the Q500 lands much further out because of software, but inconsistent when it comes to distance with each landing. So the Solo won the return to home challenge. I mean, Solo blew the Q500 right out of the sky when it comes to speed and returning to home. You can visit the Carolina Drones website to purchase either of these great aerial cinema platforms. Links will be in the description below. Thanks for watching part 2 of my Q500 versus Solo challenge. If you would like to see more challenge videos, hit the like button and or leave a comment below. Also, if you have any questions or thoughts about the quads or the video, all comments are welcome. Again, I would like to thank my dad for helping me out on this one. I don't know if I could or would want to do it without you, Butch. Thanks. Safe and happy flying. Gimbal Guy.